Okay, good morning students. Today you got to see the protozoan disease. What are the protozoan disease? What are the causative agents are there? You have to study. Here, about 15 genera of protozoas live as parasites within the human body and cause diseases. Here the first one is amoebiasis. It is also called amoebic dysentery or amoebic colitis is caused by Endomoeba histolytica which lives in the human large intestine, and also it feeds on mucus and bacteria. Infective stage of this parasite is the cropocyte, which penetrates the walls of the host intestine and secrete histolytic enzymes causing ulceration, bleeding, abdominal pain, and stools with the excess mucus. Symptoms of amoebiasis can range from diarrhea to dysentery with blood and mucus in the stool. Housefly is Mucus domestica, act as a carrier for transmitting the parasites from contaminated feces and water. Here you can see the structure of Endomoeba histolytica, endosome, food vacuole, plasma lemma, ectoplasm, endoplasm, all there. Nucleus also there. The next one is African sleeping sickness is caused by Trypanosoma species. Trypanosoma is generally transmitted by the blood-sucking T-Sex flies. 3 species of Trypanosoma cause sleeping sickness in man. Here the T, it indicates Trypanosoma gambians is transmitted by Glossina palpalis, that is set fly, and causes Campion or Central African sleeping sickness. You can see the diagram of this one, free flagellum and also attached flagellum, undulating membrane, pellicle, nucleus, the reserve food granules also there, basal granule, and netoplast, Trypanosoma clambescens. Trypanosoma rhodiens is transmitted by the Glossina marcitans, causing rhodesian or East African sleeping sickness. T. gruzi is transmitted by the bug called Trinotoma megista and causes Scagus disease or American trypanosomosis. Kala azar or vesical leishmaniasis is caused by Leishmania dowoni, which is transmitted by the vector Pneumatosis sandfly. Infection may occur on the endothelial cells, bone marrow, liver, lymph glands, and blood vessels of the spleen. Symptoms of Kala azar are weight loss, anemia, fever, enlargement of spleen and liver. Malaria is caused by different types of Plasmodium species such as Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium ovale, Plasmodium malaria, and Plasmodium falciparum. Plasmodium lives in the RBC of human in its mature condition. It is called as trophozoite. It is transmitted from one person to another person by the bite of the infected female Anopheles mosquito. Life cycle of Plasmodium vivax is the digenic parasites involving 2 hosts, man as a secondary host and female Anopheles mosquito as the primary host. The life cycle of Plasmodium, it involves 3 phases, namely schizogamy, gamogamy, and sporogamy. There are 3 stages are there. The parasite first enters the human blood stream through the bite of an infected female Anopheles mosquito. As it feeds, the mosquito injects the saliva containing the sporocytes. The sporocytes within the bloodstream immediately enters the hepatic cells of the liver. Further, the liver they undergo multiple asexual fission, schizogamy, and produce merocytes. After being released from liver cells, the merocytes penetrate the RBC. Then inside the RBC, the merocytes begins to develop as unicellular tropocytes. The tropocytes grows in size and central vacuole develops, pushing them to one side of cytoplasm and becomes the signet ring stage also occur. The tropocytes nucleus then divide asexually to produce this schizon. The large schizon shows yellowish brown pigmented granules called Suffer's granules. The schizon divides and produces mononucleated merocytes. Eventually, the erythrocyte lyses, releasing the merocytes and hemozoin toxin into the blood stream to infect other erythrocytes. Lysis of red blood cells results in cycles of fever and other symptoms. This erythrocytic stage is cyclic and repeats itself approximately every 48 to 72 hours or longer depending on the species of Plasmodium involved. Here, occasionally merocytes differentiate into macrogametocytes and microgametocytes. When these are indigested by mosquito, they develop into male and female gametes respectively. In the mosquito gut, the infected erythrocytes lies and male and female gametes fertilize to form a diploid zygote called. Okay, in the mosquito gut, the infected erythrocytes lies and male and female gametes fertilize to form a diploid zygote called ookinete. The ookinete migrates to the mosquito gut wall and develop into oocytes. The oocytes undergo some of the meiosis by the process called sporogony to form sporocytes. This type of sporocytes migrate to the salivary glands of mosquito. The cycle is now completed, and when the mosquito bites another human host, the sporocytes are injected and the cycle begins anew. This type of cyclic reaction it will occur. The pathological changes caused by malaria, it will affect not only the erythrocytes but also the spleen and other visceral organs. Incubation period of malaria is about 12 days. The early symptoms of malaria are headache, nausea and muscular pain. The classic symptoms first develop with the synchronized release of merocytes, hemozoin toxin and erythrocytes depressed into the bloodstream, resulting in malarial paroxysms, severing cells, high fever followed by sweating. Fever and chills are caused partially by malarial toxin that induce macrophages to release tumor necrosis factor TNF and interleukin. Okay, you can see the diagram of that one. There is a cycle it will occur. The mosquito and it will affect the liver, merocytes, some of the accumulation it will occur in this region. Then it will go for, there is another region, gametocytic region. Then it will go for microgametes, exflagellation, microgametes and zygote DNA replication, ookinetes. DNA replication also there, oocytes, sporocytes, mosquito gut also there, salivary glands. The same cyclic process it will occur in this one. Okay. Then types of malaria. Here there is a causative agents are there. Duration of erythrocytic cycle also there. Terrien or vivax malaria. Plasmodium vivax 48 hours. Quartan malaria, Plasmodium malaria. Mild terrarian malaria, Plasmodium ovale 48 hours, 72 hours. Then malignant terrarian or quaternion malaria. Plasmodium falciparum 36 to 48 hours. Then which way you have to prevent the Plasmodium vivax malaria? It is possible to break the transmission cycle by killing the insect vector. Mosquitoes lay their eggs in water. Larvae catch and develop in water but breathe air by moving to the surface. Oil can be spread over the water surface to make it impossible for mosquito larvae and pupae to breathe. Some of the ponds, drainage ditches and other permanent bodies of water can be soaked with fishes such as Kombucha, which feeds on mosquito larvae. Preparation containing Bacillus thuringiensis can be sprayed to kill the mosquito larvae since it is not toxic to other forms of life. The best protection against malaria is to avoid being bitten by mosquito. People are advised to use mosquito nets, wire caging of windows and doors to prevent mosquito bites. In the 1950, the World Health Organization introduced the malaria eradication program. This program was not successful due to the resistance of Plasmodium to the drugs used to treat it and resistance of mosquito to DDT and other insecticides also. Okay, that's all for today's topic. Okay, thank you. Next class we will see. Next.